Hi, Chetty. Hi, Boo.
Someone's not happy to be filming today, but I am, because look what we pulled out of the pantry. It's vanilla bottling day. The video is gonna be short and easy because you can do this with your eyes closed. I opened the cap before we got started filming today and took a little whiff. Oh my goodness, the scent of this is so rich and deep. It is absolutely amazing. I even made Mike take a little sniff and he thought it smelled amazing too. Way better than anything that you can buy in the store. So today's video will be short and sweet. We actually just pour our vanilla into our little bottles. I bought these 4-ounce glass amber bottles on Amazon. I'll put a link in the comments if anybody's interested in buying the same ones. I pour directly in. One thing to note here, with your vanilla, and our beans are inside still, remember, you will have little beans floating around in your vanilla. It's not actually anything harmful, it's not mold or anything like that. It's just the actual vanilla bean that has kind of broken away from the pod. Totally fine, totally safe. I actually prefer to see the vanilla because it's a good reminder that mine is homemade. But if you don't want any flecks of vanilla in your batch, you can go ahead and filter this, and here's a couple of ways to do that. Grab yourself a bowl, a colander, and a coffee filter, and just pour the vanilla through the coffee filter so it drains into the bowl. That will catch any remaining beans that you have kind of floating around and give you a nice pure liquid. But with this method, one thing to make note of is vanilla is going to strain through a little bit more slowly than water. It's a little thicker. So make sure that you don't overfill the filter at the beginning and end up going over top of the filter into these holes of a larger colander and then actually not filtering anything. A method that I like to use that is a little bit easier, if you have an old school coffee pot like I do, I'll just pop a filter in the regular basket and pour the vanilla directly into the basket instead of processing it like coffee, of course. It's actually a little bit easier for you because the vanilla will drip down into your clean coffee pot, and then you can just use the pot to pour into your little bottles. So I like that method if I am going to filter it. Today I'm not, because I do like to see the little vanilla beans floating around and reminding all of my recipients that I made this batch from scratch. So let's get started. Just uncap, grab one of our bottles. I ran these through the dishwasher on a quick sanitation setting. We want them to be super clean, nothing that can possibly kind of harm our batch in the bottle. So everything is super clean, and I'm just gonna take my big bottle and pour into my little amber bottle. And Mike, I'll ask you to come in because I have a super kind and handy hubby. He's going to be my capper today. I also put, I don't have a funnel, I probably should have a funnel. I just put a little piece of paper towel on the counter and dab off anything that may have kind of spilled over, just a little bit. And I fill up to about the neck of the bottle. So you get a pretty good amount. We'll see how many of these I can actually fill today. I don't think I'll do all of them that I washed, but we'll see how far we get. Oh my goodness, you're loud. Mike gets roped into a lot of my homemaking projects, but he's a good sport. Oh, son of a gun. I'm a terrible pourer today.
You'd be a great bartender though. Everyone's getting a lot of getting their money's worth.
You get a free shot. Never been a bartender. And this video is gonna prove that no bar owner would actually hire me because I'd be over pouring everybody. Okay, look at that. I did one, you guys. Woohoo! Got one right on the money. When you're pouring this, keep a watchful eye for any of your vanilla bean pods to sneak down the neck of your bottle. You don't want them splashing around on you. That one might be And remember, if you're going to put a vanilla bean pod into any of your bottles, as a nice little reminder of your batch being homemade, leave a little extra space for that as well. So today, I have the house all decorated for Christmas. My parents are coming over. We're gonna take them to town, our little town, because we have this year, for the very first year, they are doing Spread the Spirit of Christmas in our cute little town. So almost all the houses in town are decorated with Christmas lights. They had a competition for anybody who lives in town this year, which is awesome. They decorated the park with Christmas lights, and it's free to drive through this year. So we're gonna take our parents to go and do that, which is gonna be super fun. They should be here any minute. They may be interrupting the video, but that's okay. Probably go grab a little bite to eat. Yesterday, it was Saturday yesterday, but our town, one of the little cafes in town did breakfast with Santa for the kids, so families could come and have breakfast with Santa, which was super cute. They did a coal hunt in town, so they hid coal in some of the businesses, and if you found it, you got a prize. So lots of fun stuff for Christmas going on in our little town. We are kind of like a Hallmark Christmas movie, like not even exaggeration. Our little town is just so cute. It's like one of the towns that you see on a postcard. What do you think, Mike?
Yes.
I don't think guys care about that stuff, but for me, I'm like, oh, it's so magical. Ooh. I should have let Mike be the pourer. I am clearly terrible at this. I like a brown bottle too. I just think it looks so pretty. Makes it look homemade. A little bit homesteady in my opinion. I'm actually gonna fill up. Grandma Isabel, here's your bottle. It's coming back to you. My sweet Grandma Isabel came and helped us package cookies last month for the veterans, and she brought this empty bottle back and said, Katie, I used up all my vanilla, I need more. So here you go, Grandma, we're filling you up right now, and I will send it back when we are home for Christmas. Woo, there you go. Okay, this is a perfect example because this is a clear bottle. So let me show everybody quick. Let's see if we can see any of those little like floating particles. There's kind of like little, they're almost hard to see. They're just so super tiny. It's actually just vanilla bean, so totally safe. See if we can get that on camera. All right, is this one too full for Grammy? I don't know if that cap's going to cap off. Let's see here. Last little bit.
Perfect.
I may have snuck some out of here when I was baking in November. Don't tell anyone. So this one's gonna be a little bit shy just because I have already used just a little bit of it. But there we go. So, 1 bottle for Grandma Isabel. That's probably 6 or 8 ounces. And 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. It would be 12 4-ounce bottles, but like I said, I used some of it. To get your beans out, you can just kind of shake them down and grab them with a tweezer or your fingers if anything comes to the top here. So just like that. They come out pretty easy. If you're using small bottles like this, you can trim the vanilla bean pod down a little bit and just pop it in there. I'm not sure that I actually am going to do that this year. I usually do, but I think I might leave them out this year just because everything is nice and full, like to the brim, and I don't want to disturb anything. That's it. Super fast. We whipped up our batch of vanilla in these cute little 4-ounce amber bottles, and they're ready for gifting. So 12 of our family members and friends, along with Grandma Isabel for this one, are going to be super excited to receive their own little bottle of vanilla this Christmas. I can't wait. We're just a couple weeks away. I'm such a Christmas person. I've told you that before. So in our next video, we're going to give you a tour of our decorations. We're definitely not Martha Stewart. Our home isn't perfect, but it's all stuff that is super close to my heart. I've collected it over my entire lifetime. I'll talk about that more in the next video. Mike did our front porch this year, and I think he did such a good job. It's so cute. It was too cold outside. I'm #a baby. So he did the front porch all by himself. It looks so good. And he's super smart. He has tips and tricks on things that I would have never even thought of. So he is actually going to be featured in that video and tell you all about his experience decorating our front porch. Then we'll bring you inside and I'll give you a quick tour of what we have going on in here for Christmas that just makes it feel like warm and special and all things magical. So we'll see you in the next one.